YouTube lead generation for marketing agencies. This is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial. There are already plenty of very bad one tutorials out there, and some good ones as well, but this is actually going to be a story that is, in my opinion, far more powerful beyond the basic advice that we hear in some tutorials, like, hey, if you want to generate leads from YouTube, you need to copy what works and do SEO and use vidIQ and TubeBuddy and look at the most successful videos and copy them and be consistent and all of these things that we usually hear. So let me tell you this, over the past 4 years already, we have been doing YouTube for 40 plus businesses, including working with clients like this, and this, posting videos like this, and this, getting all of these video testimonials, client interviews, etc. We know our stuff, but here's what's interesting. There's this one client for which we have been working with for, I think at this point, literally like 3 years. And he runs a business in the legal niche. And with that particular client, we have posted a lot of long-form videos mainly. And our focus of the strategy was on the SEO aspect, so building his library, compounding the momentum that he had back then with less than 18,000, 19,000 subscribers all the way up to close to 80,000 subscribers right now. But more importantly than that is all of the leads and clients that have been generated by his channel. And something that we found within our team at Hex Studio that really gets a YouTube channel to get leads is the following things. Yes, consistency back then when we were posting these videos for this client was very important. Yes, the quality was very important. We certainly look at what the competitors of our client were doing and found for the weak spots, found for the things that they are doing well so that we implemented them and identify which things could improve so that we improve them in the videos that we produce for our client. The packaging, the SEO, the descriptions, doing the scripting structure in a certain way, like all of these micro optimizations, we did them. And not only the micro optimizations, also the 20% of the things that get 80% of the results, the research on the video ideas, all of this stuff. But to be honest, there are things that just make sense when they are look compressed. Like when all of the pieces are put together, is that the whole picture makes sense. And that's exactly what happens with YouTube. You can be doing certain things right. Again, the content, the posting, this and that, but the lead generation results, the clients that you're going to be getting from YouTube only really starts to become significant for your business, for your marketing agency, when everything is well put together. When the person who is behind the camera is doing a good job at presenting himself, the clothing, the setup, the value that is being provided, when the message actually resonates with the target audience, when the video idea that was selected was the right one, when the packaging is the combination of all of those elements that really gets you those lead generation results. That's one set of things. Second set of things that we have seen is that people often underestimate the power of iteration. There's this podcast, My First Million podcast is called, which I really like, where they were discussing something and they say that you can iterate your way to excellence. And they were talking about businesses, and that exactly applies to YouTube. You start at a certain point, even if you do everything perfect, that definition of perfect will change over time with the market, with their desires, with their pain points, with their level of understanding, awareness. The market is ever moving. It's always going to be moving, and you need to adapt. So the definition of perfect changes, therefore iteration is also needed. So the first thing that we discussed, doing all of the micro optimizations, all of these things are important and all of them compounded make sense. But on top of that is the iteration process, the constant refinement, the 1% improvement in every single video, 10%, 50% improvement in every single video in every sense, the video production, scripting, the everything, and the resonance, of course, how that leads or how that relates to the resonance with the audience. And this is what's really interesting for you as a marketing agency and as a business, is that if you want to generate leads from YouTube, there are just going to be too many things for you to focus on. And what I have often seen is that knowledge or the awareness of all of the actual things that entail properly executing a YouTube strategy that works, that get clients and leads, as we just discussed, that ends up causing paralysis by analysis. And this bias is very common, we have heard it, but the fact that we are aware of it don't necessarily prevent us from falling for it. And that's just what I have seen that has been the case with perhaps people that we have helped in the past, people that we have guided, people that have come to us and has asked us like regarding YouTube strategy. This is something that we have seen, that they want to do everything so perfect from the beginning, and perhaps they don't have the infrastructure within their companies, the team built in place right now, and they never end up starting their YouTube channels. And the funny thing is that if they only, and not at all I'm criticizing, like it's totally fair to be honest, it's quite normal, but if they only started to post videos, iterate their way to excellence video by video, they'll be in a place perhaps right now, 6-12 months later down the line, where all of the micro optimizations that we discussed at the beginning were actually already part of their workflow, of their process, of their end videos that they produce and post, therefore really compounding their results, getting basically 99% of all of the lead flow from YouTube exclusively. And this is not just theory. For example, look at this channel right now. This is a channel that has been posting consistently for years, and I can guarantee you that this guy is crushing it on YouTube. He probably doesn't need to lift a finger for the rest of his life if he didn't want it to, because of the client acquisition machine that he has built. That's the part of YouTube, that catalog of videos that you post and that you build and that you post, let's say today, 3, 4, 5, 10 years later down the line, they are still going to reap rewards for you, more leads, more clients. But it starts with that commitment, or even more than commitment, the decision to actually start posting content. This is another example of another channel where this guy has been consistent, posting niche down relatively kind of content and getting incredible results, views specifically from his target audience, making a lot of revenue in his business because of his YouTube channel. So that's just something that I found interesting. And here's what's interesting, hear me out, because if you're running right now like a marketing agency, a business, this is relevant to you. If you want to generate leads as well, clients, and really take YouTube seriously. And is that this doesn't work like in just certain cases. We have seen this also with like Brad, that is a client interview that we recently posted. He's getting like 50 to 20 clients per month with his small YouTube channel that we have helped Brad for the past probably like 5-6 months at this point. And from his small YouTube channel, he's getting those kind of results. The other client that we were discussing on the legal niche,
at this point, I mean, we keep track of it. We're at about 90% of our new referrals come through YouTube.
Other client, for example, Ryan, where he was making multiple 8 figures with his online business. He runs like a legal marketing agency and another kind of consulting business. In his companies, we're generating more than 8 figures per year in revenue. We have actually a video testimonial, you can check it out, a client interview, and he attributed at least probably 50% of all of the revenue of his business from YouTube alone. It's insane, the power of YouTube. You already know that at this point. It's very clear, it's very obvious. So bottom line from all of this YouTube lead generation, what you can actually do from this and how you can implement all of this is know that there's a lot of things that you could do to optimize your content and to produce better content and get better results and get more leads and get more clients. But if that knowledge or that consciousness of all of these things overwhelm you, just get started. That ultimately just the fact that you are online differentiates you immediately from hundreds or thousands of businesses. Literally, when you post a YouTube video, you are immediately different from thousands of your competitors. That's basically get started. That's pretty much all you need to really get leads from YouTube. Anyway, if you as a marketing agency, as a business, as a founder, want to get started on YouTube and perhaps don't have the knowledge, the expertise, you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed or something, in the description below I will leave a link where you can book a call directly with me. I am the founder of a YouTube marketing agency. This is what we have been doing over the past 4 years, help 40 plus businesses, have a team of 12 amazing people taking care of all of our clients together. So we might be able to help you out. Let's check it out, let's discuss it. If not, I just invite you to watch all of the other videos on my channel. I'm sure that they will be very valuable to you. And having said that, I'll see you on the next time. Bye bye.